Hi, I'm Derek North, enrolled agent and Premier Account Representative here at Federal Direct Tax Services, and today we're going to be going through renewing your P10. As many of you are well aware, the P10 number, or the Preparer's Tax Identification Number, is a identification number that is used in order to allow you to prepare returns for profit during the tax season. It is an annual number that must be obtained from the IRS's website. It used to have requirements for continuing education. Those are no longer required. So until the IRS has legislature approve laws that allow them to enforce the continuing education requirements, those are not necessary. That being said, you will not need to put any of that information in the renewal process. Going forward from here, I've got the window open up here to the IRS's website. You're going to want to go to irs.gov/PTIN. And basically it's going to take you to this screen right here. You got an option over here on the left-hand side for renewing or signing up. And I'm going to go ahead and click that. And we're going to go ahead and get this process started. If any of you guys have done this in the past and this is not a first-time thing, which is exactly what this is covering, you should have your user ID and password here. Your user ID and password is typically going to be your email address that you registered and then the password that you chose during that process. Entering the P10 information main menu here, we see a few different things, next steps, messages that are there, tracking of your returns filed per P10, and any continuing education credits that have been reported and are updated in the IRS's system. What we're going to be doing right now is the P10 Renewal, which is the top feature listed right here. Go over to the right-hand side where the button says Select, click it. Doing the P10 renewal, you're going to need to have a few things for your renewal process. Your personal information, any explanations for changes in your status, notably felony convictions or problems with any of your tax obligations. Your supervisor's P10 if you are a supervised preparer. A supervised preparer, by the way, is going to be somebody whose returns are signed off by an enrolled agent, CPA, enrolled actuary, enrolled retirement plan agent, or an attorney in a business that is owned or operated by roughly 80% composition of those professional designations. Any of the other information you might need might be related to that professional certification. So if you are a CPA or an attorney or an enrolled agent or one of those, make sure that you have your appropriate numbers on hand for this process. We're going to go ahead and go down to the bottom, click Next. It's going to basically take us to the next page. Most of the time you're going to be just clicking Next, unless your name is legally changed or your address has changed significantly, then there's probably not going to be much of a need to edit any of these, so we're just going to essentially click Next and move past the name. Do a quick review of the address that's on file. You want this to be the current address, the same way that you would on a tax return, so any correspondence can be forwarded to this. So once you've done a cursory examination to ensure that the information here is correct, we can scroll down to the bottom and click Next. Next is your business information field. It's not required for you to have a business information like you see for like the business name. Some of these fields are asterisks and are required lines. Business address, if you're working from home, it can be the address that you have as your personal residence. If you don't have some sort of DBA, don't worry. You don't need to have that. You don't need to have an EIN number. You don't need to have any of those other things. Fill it out as appropriate. You're going to at least need a business address, city, zip code, and a country, and yes or no on whether or not you are doing this as a self-employed preparer. Moving forward, any professional credentials. I'm in particular an enrolled agent, so I have my information here, including my number and expiration date. If any of these need to be changed, please change them. If they don't, or you want to delete or add a new one, they have the features here. The vast majority of you, however, are just going to literally click Next. Any sort of felony convictions, these questions, even though you answered them last year, they're going to ask them again, yes or no questions in a series. I have not been convicted of a felony in the last 10 years, so there's no need to answer that as yes. If so, you can go ahead and attach an explanation. Your tax compliance is the next section for either individual or business. Assuming everything's okay, you can go ahead and click yes on current with the taxes. If not, provide an explanation in the box before moving on. You'll finally have one last chance to review your information, just a glance over it, saying that this is an application for the P10 program, the date of the application, full name, a mailing address, business information, professional credentials, felony convictions, and business and individual tax compliance. If this looks good and you don't need to click the edit button to change any of these things, go ahead and click next and move on. At this point, you come to the signature section where it basically is asking yes or no to agreement of the terms. Under penalty of perjury, you have to basically state that the information that's provided in the application is accurate to the best of your knowledge. Obviously, yes, in this case. We're going to hit submit. It's going to process for a second, depending upon the speed of their website and how busy they are. And with any luck, it should take us to the payment page where we can choose a method of payment and move on. The renewal fee for a P10 is $63. This is $1.25 less than the initial cost of obtaining a P10 for the first time. You'll see that there is a note down at the bottom that there is payment outstanding for this P10 fee. You can pay later if you don't have access to payment information up front, or you can do what I'm about to do, and that is go to Pay Now, which takes us to the payment selection screen. Sometimes this can take a second while it's processing to get over to the screen, so just be patient. Understand that there are going to be, potentially several 100,000 people attempting to use this within the next month or so. The terms and conditions is a feature of pretty much about any website that has a payment section. You can feel free to go through and read it. It basically describes the relationship with J.P. Morgan and their handling of the payment system for the IRS. We have it selected as payment for me right here. I'll go ahead and hit accept, which is going to lead us over to the next page, which actually has us continue to click next one more time to confirm the payment details, and then finally choose a method of payment. You can choose an e-check account and do a bank routing and account number to do an ACH transfer from your bank account, or you can go ahead and use the traditional credit debit ATM card. Go ahead and place your card number and name. Go ahead and place the expiration date for any card that you may be using. Go ahead and put the address that's on the card account. And then hit continue. If everything here looks good, go ahead and do the confirmation on the card itself. Email confirmation sent, to your email account. Go ahead and click confirm to process the payment request. Okay, online payment is successful. You'll see right there that it lists that the P10 application has been processed and paid for. Clicking next will basically take us over here to the page that mentions any sort of additional requirements. Right now I don't really have any additional requirements, so I'm going to go ahead and click finish. You will see that your P10 number is listed here. If you forgot to take a record or a note of that, go ahead and jot it down here. You're going to need that in the future on your returns. I'm going to go ahead and at this point take a look, see if there's any other notes. No outstanding actions to complete at this time. Heading to the main menu, by the way, you will have the opportunity to take a look at the messages that are available. Your P10 renewal letter should pop up in there, right there. As you can see, it's listed. There's one for October 25th of last year. You should get a new one that will come in this inbox and then a message sent to your email shortly afterwards. This entire process, like I said, It takes 10-15 minutes at most, depending upon the speed. If you have questions or you get stuck on a particular part, do not hesitate to give us a call here at the office. We have many support staff that are friendly and more than capable of walking you through this procedure. Other than that, just make sure that you get this done at least before you file your first return. No CE requirements right now, so study at your own leisure, but don't feel pressured. You've got plenty of materials to dig through, and you guys have yourself a good day. And give us a call at the office if you need any assistance.